Shalom, shalom, Israel. Hopefully everyone is doing wonderful today. It's your brother Malak. And I know it's been a minute. Family, the Ruach has kind of like pointed me in another direction. And I've more or less been really doing some stuff behind the scenes, like really working on myself a lot, number one. Number two, just sitting back and looking at the things, once you tell people certain things, and they don't believe, and then these things begin to come through, you see, you see who's really ready to make that transition. Because a lot of times our people, they really just talk a good game. I mean, our people just really talk a good game. They're not really about that lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? It's being a so-called Israelite, and I'll say that term because again, that's an English use, but we get it, Yahsar'al. But you begin to really see, in these difficult times, who is who, who's who, and now either we're gonna put our game face on or we're gonna continue to play games. For me, family, I tell people this here, a leader is a server. A leader is somebody that serves the people. Leader just not somebody that sit in front of people and make videos and and point fingers and stuff like that. A leader is always in the front serving the people, and it's hard because a lot of times the people that we serve, we get burnt by. And so it's not for the faint at heart. This walk, this fate, this life is not for the faint at heart. I've helped many people. I've got burnt by many people. But, you can't stop a snake from being a snake. So why would you change? But with that being said, the spirit, the Ruach, kind of like told me to sit back. And I sit back and I watched and I learned a lot. And it's sad to say, but there's always a spirit amongst our people that when you try to build something, they'll tear it down. Our people will tear it down. And then have the audacity to blame everything on the adversary when they don't realize they have that adversarial spirit on them already. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really, it's sad. It's not even funny. It's sad. But with that being said, family, I've been doing okay. Still been, still building the company. And with that being said, the beautiful thing about, working for yourself, I was able to take this week off for Pesach. And the sad thing about it is, family, is this is a vision that I had gave brothers years ago. And they tore it down. I mean, this is what our family do. This is what our people do. And I'm not trying to bring any issues, any burden during this week of, during this week of Pesach and unleavened bread. But I guess the moral of this is we need to purge out the leaven in our hearts because Israel has a lot of leaven in their heart. People will criticize your vision and have no vision. When you try to build something, they have no money, they have no resources. So you provide everything, and they still tear it down. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's bittersweet because you begin to really learn who's who. But all praise the Most High because again, during troubled times, these are not the kind of people that you want in your life. So, it's best that you go through these trials and tribulations early. So with that being said, the Ruach, the Spirit of the Most High had just really got me to take a back seat and just watch a lot of stuff. Watch and learn. And our people talk a good game, but they have no Ruach. No matter how much they read that book, no matter how much they tell you they believe, look at their actions. Look at their actions. You know, it's like I always tell the brothers that I fellowship with, and I know they have seen it as well. If we're not trying to provide a solution for the people, we just like everybody else, just making videos and just trying to get an audience. I'm not here for an audience. Torah is functional. It's functional. It's not dysfunctional. And looking at the way our people act, there's a lot of dysfunction in Israel. And again, we like to blame the adversary. But Israel have that adversarial spirit in them. So again, like I said, dealing with this season of Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread, I ask everybody to search their heart and purge out the leaven in your life. With that being said, family, as usual, peace, love, shalom.